On 26 November 1930, a news was published on the front page of Canada's The Maidan Daily Journal newspaper, whose title was Village of the Dead. This news sent a wave of fear across Canada because a whole tribe in North Canada had disappeared overnight without any trace. Once again, happy spectators were seen in game studio videos. This is Anjikuni Lake, present in a remote area of North Canada, on the banks of which a tribe named Eskimo lived in a small settlement. About 100 to 150 people lived in it, who used to make a living by catching fish from this lake. This is an area of North Canada where only a few thousand people live in an area of not thousands but millions of square kilometers. And the reason for this is the harshest climate here. Apart from fish in Anjikuni Lake, other animals are also hunted in the surrounding area, and for this many hunters keep coming here. It was a cold day of November 1930 when a hunter named Libel came to this area for hunting. During the hunt, he caught this fish. He got so busy that he did not even realize when it got dark. He had an idea in his mind that, like before, he would go to a tribe named Eskimo on the banks of Lake Anzac and spend the night there.
The people of this tribe were quite famous for flattering people coming from outside. So Joe Labelle packed his luggage and started walking towards Eskimo. It was a moonlit night, but there was complete silence as far as the eye could see. Neither was there any person visible, nor anyone's voice. He could only hear the sound of his footsteps. Although Joe had done this earlier also, but today some or the other sounds of energy were coming, which were kept by the people of the settlement. But today, even when he reached close to the settlement, there was only desolation and silence. Realizing all this, Joe increased the speed of his steps. He felt that maybe the villagers were sleeping or had gone somewhere. Now, from a distance, he could also see the pits of the settlement from which smoke was also seen rising. But even when he reached close, he could not hear anyone's voice. Finally, when Joe Labelle entered the colony, he was surprised to see that there was no human being or any animal here. But the surprising thing for Joe was that smoke was seen rising from the top of some houses, as if someone was present inside them. He randomly went to a tent, but there was no one present there either, and the same was the condition of all the tents. Perhaps Joe could have ignored all this scene and gone from there, but there was one thing that put Joe in more trouble. In some houses, cooking utensils were present on the stove, but the food in them had burnt. That is, someone had kept food to cook for the night, but he could not eat it. Even the clothes that the women of the colony used to sew were also present there, and the thread was also inserted in the needle. It seemed that perhaps the people of the colony had suddenly left from here, but where did they go? Joe Labelle started searching the entire colony. He saw that the dogs that the tribe had kept had ropes tied around their necks, but the dogs had died of hunger. Although there was no food in front of the dogs, there was also a dog present there, but there was no person to give them food. At one place he saw a grave dug. Seeing this grave, it seemed that it must not have been dug for a long time. Seeing all this, Labelle's worries and fear had increased a lot. He was very scared seeing this whole scene alone at night. When people here go anywhere, they definitely keep their dogs with them. But seeing all this, it seemed that maybe something strange has happened here. Something untoward has happened which has forced people to go somewhere suddenly. So helpless that they have left their dogs, clothes, food, and could not even extinguish the burning fire. Seeing all this, he could not bear it for long and quickly reached the nearest telegraph office. From there, he contacted the Royal Canadian Mounted Police camps and told them about the situation he had. When the police reached the village, whatever Labelle had told proved to be true. The police suspected that maybe someone had attacked here and killed all the people of the colony, but if this had happened, there would have been bloodstains somewhere in the colony. If blood was not found, then some things would have been scattered due to the fight. The police immediately started a search operation to find the villagers. In this search operation, a very unique thing was seen which even Joe had not noticed.
The entire colony was covered with snow, but there were no footprints of anyone on that snow. There were only one person's footprints, and that was Joe LaBelle's own. That is, if no one came or left his colony except Joe, then where would the people of the colony go? The lake was also covered with snow, and the boats of the people of the colony were standing on the ground because there is no fishing in this season. That is why the boats were pulled and parked on the ground. If the people of the colony had gone somewhere by swimming in the lake, or someone had killed them and thrown them in the lake, then the layer of snow on the lake would definitely have been broken or scattered from somewhere. The police also found out in the investigation that these people had disappeared a day before Joe's arrival, because dogs do not die due to starvation for a day or two. And the smoke coming out of the houses was a sign that it was not long since they had left from here, because this was the smoke that keeps coming out for a long time even after the firewood is extinguished.
The police had a lot of questions, but not a single answer. After many months of search operation, the police finally closed this case forever by labeling it unsolved. And with time, people also forgot about it. 50 years after this incident, in 1984, writers named Roger Bohr and Nigel Blunder wrote an article and tried to link this whole case with aliens. They told in their article that when they went to Anston Lake to explore this area, they found a hunter and his 2 sons there. They told that they often saw some objects flying over the lake whose shapes were different, and they were flying towards the same settlement where the Eskimo tribe lived. Based on this story, it was told that perhaps aliens had landed that night, and they had told all the people present in the settlement that they were flying towards their home. These 2 writers did not have any concrete proof of the presence of the aliens and their attack, so most people did not believe it and rejected this theory. After this, many people started making different stories about the disappearance of the Eskimo tribe. But the reality is that it has been almost 100 years since this incident. But till date, no one has the answer to this question. That where did the people of the Ankeny Lake settlement go without any trace? The case of disappearance of the Eskimo tribe remains a mystery till date. Hope you all will like and share this video of Game Studio a lot. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next amazing video. Hope you all will like and share this video of Game Studio a lot. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next amazing video.